select Rebel Pebble, Network Rebel Pebble, press the OK button, and a splash screen is going to be displayed showing the title page of this game. Press any key and I get the main menu list. Within the main menu list, I have the option of either starting the game or looking at the help files which tell me how to play the game, or even getting into the setup option to decide on whether I want to turn on or off the sound. So I decide on starting the game. Once I start the game, you'll notice that I'm connecting to the network indicated by the phone appearing on the top of your screen. Once a connection is established, it shows me a list of all the different rooms which have been created and are available. The number all the way in the right-hand column, designated by the 2/2. The second 2 indicates that this is a 2-player game, and hence the maximum number of people that can be in a single room is 2. The first 2 indicates the number of people which are present in that room. So you'll notice that most of these rooms are already full. So hence, I shall start and create my own room, which is done by accessing the menu key. It asks you, would you like to create a room, would you like to invite another player, or would you like to edit the current room that you have, or would you like to look at the ranking. So I decide on creating a room, and a field is given. Within the field, I enter the name which I want to call my room. Once the name has been decided, press on the OK key, and the room is created. Now you'll notice that I am a white pebble, indicated by the pebble drawing over here, and my record shown on the bottom is 5 wins, 0 draws, 9 losses. Now the red pebble that just appeared shows that a player has entered this room. His record is 21 wins, 0 draws, and 11 losses. Once I decide to play, I press on the start, the game, and the game starts. Now the numbers on top of each of the white pebbles indicate the key button that I have to press in order to access that pebble. So I shall choose 2. The arrow key are used to decide on which angle you want to fire. Press the OK key, keep it down, and let go when the power gauge is at the optimal. Now the objective of the game is to try to knock off all your opponent's pebbles before he knocks off yours. Every time your pebbles knock off more and more of your opponent's pebbles, they go up in level, which means they become bigger and heavier. And on the bottom of the screen, the 8 indicates that I have 8 pebbles available on the board right now, and my opponent has 7 available. So I decide on moving the 3 pebble, firing angle, decide on the power, and release. Now you notice that that single pebble has knocked off 2 of my opponent's pebbles, and hence it levels up, becoming bigger and heavier. If my opponent tries to move that pebble, if it's not the same size, then he'll have a harder time moving my pebble and knocking it off the board. So I shall use the number 3 pebble again to try to knock off some more of my opponent's pebbles. You'll notice that there's a gauge on top which says time. Now this time gauge is the amount of time you have to complete your turns and the amount of time that your opponent has to complete his turn. If the time gauge fills up red, then you lose your turn and your opponent is given the turn. You notice my opponent has gone up in level as well. Now, once all of the opponent pebble have been knocked off, a screen will be displayed telling you whether you won or lost. And in this case, I did win the game. From here, I can press the OK key, go back to the original screen of creating the room. I can decide to continue playing with this player or just to exit this room and look at all the other rooms that have been created and decide on whether I want to join another room or whether I want to quit the game by backing up one more time and going into the exit the game, and I exit the program.